Good morning, everyone. I hope you're all doing fantastic. Oh, let me turn my chat bot on. Sorry, I had to make myself a coffee. I was intensely tempted to take a nap and not stream. Alright, let's see. Oh. Give my head a little scratch. Chatbot is up. Oh, wait, we're in the wrong category. Let's go ahead and change that. Okay. Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing all right. Did you guys like yesterday's game? What is going on over here? There we go. Okay. Hopefully this coffee will wake me up. I am avoiding energy drinks for a little bit because energy drinks have been giving me headaches. And I don't like headaches. But who likes a headache? Really? All right, let me get this set up. Okay, we're gonna work on this commission some more. I've had a little bit to step away from it. So I actually think that this coloring is fine. I think I'm gonna add some more of this like kind of blue outline around certain parts to kind of insinuate that she's blended in with a shadow. I don't like playing when that many players are not present, but it did allow some of the quieter players to have time. What's up, Daniel? We missed Jess. I played her character a little bit. Just a little bit. To deliver some exposition. It did go well. They're live. And they've entered the final tier. She told me there was some sort of flying snake posted in your group. Future danger, did they deal with it? That flying snake was a Coatl, a celestial holy being that they freed, only for it to die because the power of the abyss consumed its essence. It communed with Tizkar. Tizkar tried to save it, and it died right in front of him as he tried and failed to save it. Poor Nope Rope. I know. Well, it had been, so the backstory of that was it had been captured by the Ballists. Why is this camera not working? There we go. It had been captured by Ballists. And been used for like its magic power. So it was encased in this like crystal cage. So the players ended up freeing it as part of like the little puzzle they were doing. And then when it was out, it was like, oh, thank God you freed me. Wait, what is this weird feeling? Why do I feel like I can't communicate with the celestial realms? What's going on? Why do I feel like I'm drowning in the abyss? Ah! And Tizkar was like, get back in the crystal. It's the only way to save you. And the snake was like, I would rather die than go back in the crystal. So goodbye. It wasn't that goofy. Like it wasn't a comedic moment at all. It was very serious. It actually, like, it was kind of a beautiful moment and a sad moment. And it kind of really helped push Tizkar. It was a good moment for Tizkar because, like, not that he needed more motivation, but it was, like, good motivation for him wanting to stop the abyss and defeat the demon lords. Because a creature that was like sacred to him was unable to exist in it, you know? It was really cool. It was a lot of fun. Okay, I think we're gonna leave this one for a bit. This is all we've worked on the last couple times, so let's move on. Let's do our polar bear. All right, let's color in our bear. Neo! How are you? What's going on? I actually read your message in your signature TikTok. Hey, you. I love your little hey, you. It's so, comforting. Hey, you. That's awesome. I'm so glad you're thriving. Today we're doing, this is a D&D commission of a party. We're doing the coloring. This is like a homebrew polar bear species. And then we have a rat folk. And this little guy is his little acid bark spirit. And then this is they're called shadow jesters, but they're like I don't know why my thing is making me look weird. There we go. They're called shadow jesters. They're a kind of like shadow halfling that wear these like little masks. Then we have a Harengon. And then we have a human Gloomstalker. Just realized that this guy's still a little too blue. Let's tone down the blue. Aw, thanks so much. I've been really cultivating it this year. If you were to look at my art from last year and this year, you would think it was a different artist. I've been doing a lot of studying, a lot of practice, trying to find like a process that is like sustainable, because I like doing art commissions, but art commissions take time. So I've been trying to find like art styles that I can do that like are fun and not too overwhelming. Which is why we're just going and skipping the line art altogether. Line art is for plebs. We just do sketches now. I've been doing a lot of art for like if I'm doing a game, like a D&D or Pathfinder game, I like to do a quick set of sketches for like the NPCs that my players are going to be running into. And so far it's been pretty successful. I think my players like seeing the characters that they're interacting with. It makes them like the characters more. It also helps me roleplay them better because I've spent time with them, you know? When you spend time drawing them, you're spending time with them. You're helping them find their personality, their voice. And so then when it comes time to play them, I have like already an estimate of what they might be like. Kind of like brings them to life a little bit more. Plus it makes fun, something fun to do on stream, of course. Speaking as one of the Pathfinder players, yes, Erudite is in my Pathfinder game. You've been writing a lot of Daggerheart content. That's awesome. I don't know. I've only played Daggerheart one time, and it was when it was still in beta testing. So I didn't really have I haven't had a chance to give it like a full shot. Whenever I'm not poor, I'll probably buy the book and look into it. But for now, I gotta, be a little mindful, especially because it's the holidays. I gotta get presents for my little kiddo. This might be the first Christmas that he understands something cool is happening. Is it? There was one thing I did not care for mechanically during the beta testing, and I do not know if this has had any adjustments since I've played, or if I'm just had a personally not great time with it or didn't resonate with me. So like, obviously take this opinion with a big fat tablespoon of salt. But the rolling with, how do they put it? Like where you could have a good roll, but it's bad, or a bad roll, but it's good for the storytelling purposes. I didn't like that too much because hope and fear. I just think it kind of gave too much power to the dice rolls. And I think that could work for some tables. I felt weird with it. But I have not seen it in context enough for it to be sold on it yet. It felt superfluous to me at the time of trying it out. Like it was like kind of like this extra unnecessary mechanic. But I could totally just be looking at it the wrong way. I don't have enough experience with it to really give a valuable opinion, if I'm being honest. Homies, I need to start being a furry artist. Because what do you mean? What do you mean? I'll be able to get Leo all the Christmas presents as a furry artist. I'm not even a furry, but I've recently started studying up on furry art styles because there's a lot of animal species in TTRPGs, and I've been noticing I get commissioned for them a lot. So I just frickin' sat down and I've been studying up. And I'm like, damn, I know furry artists make a bank. Erudite, I have to say, our last Pathfinder game, Ari was a fucking goat. The way he put the little helping hand symbol, that like whole interaction with Baven, Baven, that fucking name. Pathfinder names are so silly. They are so silly. He's trying to be more assertive now that he feels like he has a family. Yeah. That's awesome. So at first I thought some of the more difficult Pathfinder names were because they were inspired by like real world monsters that were from different regions across the world. And while that's true for some of them, others I think are just nonsense. Like they just made up a collection of letters. Like some of the different demon and devil word names are so bizarre. I'm always super confused when I read them. And I know like some of them are like real world stuff. Like a lot of the elementals definitely have that like Eastern. Some of it sounds Middle Eastern, some of it sounds like Southeast Asian. Like you could tell that this is like a real thing. But some of the things, like some of the names of the NPCs, they don't sound like Jaint. Yeah, Jaint. Jaynt. They hate us because they Jaint us. That's the name you're going with? They put a lot of H's where there shouldn't be any. They love H's. They love the silent H. I find it pretty funny sometimes. Because then it's like kind of up to me to interpret how to pronounce them. And I'm like, it'd be easier for me to figure out how to pronounce them if I at least knew which language it was pulling from, because I know a little bit about enough languages that I could like if I knew it was a Spanish name and there's a J in it, I know it's Javier, not Javier, you know? But if I'm not given a hint as to what it's at least trying to sound like, I'm kind of confused, and then I have to like just come up with something on the fly. legs are super sore. I saw my sister today after I dropped Leo off to school. We did a little workout. We went for our walk and went to the gym. Dude, this getting back into working out like for reals is actually changing my life right now. And it's like I finally have the energy to actually do it because I haven't had energy this whole time. What's up, Milestone? Like I haven't had the energy or the desire to exercise, and now that I'm getting sleep, I finally do. And oh man, I have lost 10 pounds in 1 month after 4 years of not being able to drop an ounce and I was like gaining weight despite my efforts. Yeah, so I think the whatever combo I'm doing, whether it's like my stress is lower, so my cortisol is lower, my diet is better, and my sleep is better, and my like not only am I eating better, but I'm like being careful about when I eat. Like I'm mindful about not eating before bed, which I was doing before. I was like eating a heavy meal and going to bed and then having a nightmare because of it. So all of this together is like finally like doing something to my body, and it like took all of it. And I did go to the doctor to get like my hormones level checked to see if like there was something wrong with me. Nope. As healthy as can be somehow. That surprised me the most. I thought for sure I would be pre-diabetic because of how much weight I'm holding on to. But to my insane surprise, not even close. But I took that kind of like, oh, okay, well, I'm healthy. I may as well do something with it. And it's been working out and sticking to it. My trainer kicks my ass. Holy shit. Once a week I see my trainer, and it's a really intense workout. But it feels good. Like I'm like so happy to be there. He's always like, if we need to reduce the difficulty, we can. And I'm like, no! Kill me! I want you to ruin me. I only get you once a week. We gotta make it count. We play this Thursday, right? I feel like we do. Yeah, okay. I think I have all my games this week. I think you only have one more session in that dungeon. Just one more. And then we get to have our little session 0 and figure out what the fuck we want to do. I know what you suggested. I think that's a great suggestion. We're only skipping Christmas. Gotcha. I should have that memorized, but I think it's because I'm juggling so many games. I forget which one is what week, when, where, why. Hello, Latif. All right, Milestone, you have a good day. I'll see you later. Lots. If I was this close to taking a nap today, and then I was like, no, I gotta hurry. I gotta do my commission work. I got shit to do, man. I always get kind of sleepy around this time of day. Ah, thank you. I'm going for it, man. This is the most clothing I have put in a commission like this. Or not a commission like this, like these little portraits like this. So I'm trying to balance keeping the sketchiness of it, but also like showing the details. And it's a little challenging, but I think like when you zoom out, it looks fairly good. It's the 19th birthday of your niece today. Almond stuffed olives. I have never heard of an almond stuffed olive, but that actually sounds delightful. Happy 19th to your niece. Alright, let's see what happens if I do the trick. First, I'm gonna color these lines. Then I'm gonna duplicate them. Color them a little bit, color them a little bit lighter. Then I am going to blur them. Let's find a good blur amount. 4.8 is good, then set to multiply. I think this needs to be a little darker underneath. And then cut this down. Lovely. Now we smush it all together and then just clean it up. Actually, before I smush that, I'm gonna lighten some of this. Just a few. What's up, Odie? How's it going? All right, now let's smush it. And then go ahead and just clean up some of these little messy bits. What is your D&D project looking like? The first thing you're creating is a server specifically for cancel games. What's a cancel game? Different games that are going. Wait, I have a few different games that are going at a given time, but I remember the conversation I had with the DM that was very abusive. Yeah. Go ahead and define some of these little fuzzy edges. Oh shit. Whoops. There we go. I was like, no. Gotta not get too caught up in the details here. Let me zoom out a bit, that'll help. I can define some stuff, but the point is definitely to keep things fairly loose. Guess I could clean up some of this. I love this Varian so much. He's a happy bear. I think he looks freaking dope. Oh, sorry, I missed the Dalaran Miles. And I thought about organizing a 24-hour TTRPG Amnesty International. It'd be 6 games of 3.5 hour with a 30-minute break. I cannot make any promises like that because remember, I don't have freedom. I have extremely limited blocks of time. I don't know what Amnesty International is. What is that? I'm sure I could help in some way. The player decided they wanted to leave, so once they move out, they're not going to be in the game, so you created a server. Okay. So you're just kind of like rebuilding your community? It's for human rights. Gotcha. So is it a fundraiser? It would be cool. Well, if I can't be in the games, I can at least raid in or shout out or something like that. Server is a drop-in D&D space designed for canceled sessions, surprise free time, and one-shot adventures. Heroes use a magic coin system to gather when DMs are available. The inn exists to be low-pressure, flexible, safe, welcoming playstyles. That's fun. That sounds like something Ka would be interested in. He's always looking to run one-shots for people. Yeah, just give me all the info and I'll see what I can do. Send me the info and I will participate to the extent of my bandwidth and availability. Whether that's playing one game, whether that's shouting you out, whatever it ends up being. What's up, Spear? How's it going? You like this? This is a set of D&D characters. Just multitasking. Sounds like you're being quite productive. Aw, you miss D&D so much. I play D&D twice a week, Pathfinder once a week, and Shadowrun once every other week. This one looks great. Look at that. Oh, that's sweet of you. Okay, I think I can come back over here. I haven't done her the little trick. So let's do the trick with her. First of all, let's color her lines. Lots of, this is me trying to get her to look invisible. I just added this kind of rim light because she's in the shadow. So that's what we're gonna go for. I still have to add some background elements, but I'm gonna do that after I got everyone colored in because I wanted to like have it consistent. So they'll still get some background elements like magic-y, glowies, and just, you know, atmospheric shit. I love doing this trick. It's so cool. Okay, swap it to multiply. And then give it a little blur. This just, I don't know, look at the difference. There's something about this that I just think makes it look so nice. I'm addicted to it. There's more to it, but it's based out of a N. Each hero that proved themselves gets a hero coin. This will allow them to open a magic door that is found in every town. This brings them to the Mystic Sword Inn. So is that just like the in-game kind of mechanic of the games? Is it like Pathfinder Society, but in your server? So everyone's game is kind of like tied into this world. Oh, look at that. Look at this pop. Look what that pop does. Just the tiniest little pop. This little head part a bit though. Just clean it up a bit. She is so cute, by the way. If I had to romance any of these characters, I'd be romancing her. She'd tell you how to do things all the time and she'd be right. Well, I hope her player likes this. Because I actually spent a shit ton of time on her. She was tricky for me because I really wanted to get this expression properly. I spent a little extra time, as I am right now. I love the way your player brought mansplaining as his flavor for bardic inspiration. That's really funny. Does she go, actually? She has a little sassy expression too. Look at her. She's like... give her the slightest bit of like age line. Just a tiny bit. Because you said in the description she's in her 40s. Oh wow, yeah, she is gonna explain it to you, isn't she? Let's give her some little strays. Hold on. Trying to do the little strays while not make it look silly. That is a hard thing to accomplish. But I think I'm just gonna kind of keep the strays to the outside like that. There we go. And then maybe bring this. There we go. Now watch me zoom out a little bit. Look at how cool she looks. Let's just go ahead and make a quick adjustment to her eye. So we kind of lost some of her eye shine. There we go. Ah, thanks. I've been doing a lot of practice. Then look at the difference. All right. Let's leave that be for now. Let's go ahead. Is the Harengon any specific color? I don't remember. I like this kind of moody. Everyone is like in this kind of bluish vibe. This one's gonna make me nervous. He gave a reference image and asked for your input on Adferent's color. Okay, hold on, let me look. Where is this? Adferent is the Harengon. Will you send it? Looks like the polar bear from Red One. I don't know what Red One is, but that is a polar bear. That is indeed a polar. I'd see lots if I told you. I told you he would look like a polar bear when I was done with him. He even has that polar bear personality. Well, the cartoon polar bear personality. I don't know about real polar bear personality. Real polar bears are scary. fictional polar bears are adorable, and I love them. You're just the messenger here? I haven't. What is the message, though? Oh, there we go. Anthro chart? Why did I miss this? Okay, that's the colors. Oh, for the bear was not polar enough. Yeah. I think it's polar bear enough. Not that my opinion matters. I mean, I think my opinion matters a little bit as the expert here. So that's like the colors of the outfit. Do you know what the colors of the actual Harrigan is? Like, is she like a blonde, tan? Is she dark? Is she white? Is she chocolate? Like, what kind of bunny are we dealing with? Gave it. Okay, then I'll just I'll go with my gut. How about that? I will go with my gut. It's probably for the best. See, I do like when I get to pick the colors because I am pretty good at color palettes. And so for getting a purely aesthetically pleasing character, I am going to have a good eye for that. I understand some, like, it's more than aesthetic, right? There's storytelling in there. But I am a sucker for a really nice color palette. Let's see, what am I feeling? Let's try a couple things.
VIP.
Aw, thank you so much, Oni. I appreciate that very, very much. If I get quiet, it's because I'm in the zone. Aw, you're so sweet. That is absolutely appreciated. Dude, I am loving this little rabbit girl. It's turning out so cute. That's right. Gotta build a little artist community. One of my favorite things about being in a artist stream team that I've only been in it for a little bit is like for a long time I was the only artist in my friend group. And it's just really nice to be able to see other people's work. It's very inspiring. It makes me a better artist when I'm surrounded by other artists. Because I have, you know, I learn a little bit. I really like seeing progress videos too. Progress videos really make my stuff improve. Because you're like, oh, that's how they did it. Yeah, I do like it when there's like different art styles. I love seeing different art styles. I get a little bored when I start seeing like there are some art styles that are, you know, more popular than others. So you get like a lot of artists in the same kind of style, and then I'll end up getting kind of like bored because I like seeing uniqueness appearing. I don't know. Right now, I'm in a weird spot with art style. My style kind of changes depending on what I'm working on. I'm still finding myself. Ooh, a half orc elf. That's cute. I said I'm gonna do a uniform, like when I do their background elements, I wanna like wait until they're all done. That way they're not gonna be like identical, but they'll at least be the same vibe. So I'm doing that. I am doing a uniform coloring effect where this is always my base color and then I color on top of it. That's why this blue peeks through, and it just kind of makes everything look like they're existing in the same place. So far, hers is the most dramatic because I'm trying to make her look like she's dipping into the shadows. Hers is also going to be very dramatic because, obviously. Yeah, you said they're what, level 11? Level 12? $14. Wow. They're strong. I feel like players start getting really strong around 6th level. That's when I feel like, okay, it's actually kind of hard. Like when you guys meet people, it's pretty much a given that you're gonna kick their ass. If I can remember to save the art page on my Discord, you'll post mini video. Yeah, do it. Remember, I have the work in progress and I have the art. It's there for you to post. People do check that. I check it. I like seeing what you guys are doing. You managed to defeat 2 young white dragons, 4 average frost giants, a named frost giant, and 8 white heavy shy with a short rest. Dang. You guys are mean. You know, for someone who obsessively makes dragons for D&D, I haven't really had you guys fight dragons. I've had you guys fight dragons in one-shots. But I don't know. I like dragons as NPCs. I think white dragons make great villains. Because, like, of all the dragons, they're, like, the most brutish. But instead of an animalistic, but they're still, like, super sentient. So I like to play them like barbarians. They're, like, brutish warlords. I know. That was my... I made you guys too high level. I don't even know if there's a point to playing 20th level characters. I really don't like this necklace. I had an idea of like putting a bunch of jewelry here, but I gotta think about that. It's just not, it's looking like a bit of a mess. I need to do the scribble color method after I combine the lines. What's up, Land Shark? Just got back from Costco and the blood lab. You getting blood work done? Or are you donating? I guess that wouldn't be a lab if you're donating. You get checked twice a year. That's very wise. I just got my blood work done because I thought there was something wrong with me. Thought that maybe my hormones were screwed up. I wanted to get my blood sugar analyzed, all that stuff, you know, check my liver, all the levels. Turns out all my levels are good, including my hormones, so I don't know what is making me feel like shit. It's probably just lack of exercise. So I started exercising more and eating right, and I lost 10 pounds in 1 month. I also found out, this might be a little content warning, but I had for those of you who don't know, when I had Leo, cervical cancer was detected, and I had to have a procedure done to get that out of me. And I'm supposed to like check on it to make sure that they got it, it doesn't like come back. But when I got that checked last month, your girl here is cancer free. And that was a really nice thing to hear. Because if I didn't catch it when I did, I might not have survived. He said it had progressed pretty aggressively. Cervical cancer is interesting because it's like a common cancer. It can kill you, but it's easy to treat if you catch it in time. Yep, Leo literally saved my life. And that's because I have a bit of discomfort around girly checkups, the kind of checkups where they detect that kind of cancer. I've had some like really yucky experiences, so I just stopped going to them for over a decade because I just didn't want to. And I had to obviously start going back to them when I got pregnant because that's, you know, you gotta go to your doctor's appointments when you're pregnant. And that's when they detected it. So if I wasn't pregnant, I wouldn't have gone, I wouldn't have detected it, and I would have, I don't know what would have happened. If I would have just like suddenly started seeing crazy symptoms and not know what's wrong with me. I don't know if I would have just like died randomly. I don't know how that would have worked, but I just know that we caught it like just before it became unmanageable. And I have been stressed because after Leah was born, I got the procedure, I was supposed to continue to like check on it, but my doctor retired suddenly and I was left without a doctor and I couldn't get a new one because no one was taking new appointments, and it took me 4 years to finally get a new appointment. That was last month, and that's when they did the test. It was a very uncomfortable test, I must say. I was squirming and whimpering. Hey, that's why I wouldn't go to that kind of doctor, because it hurts, man, it hurts. But they checked, they did the test. It came back normal. My first ever normal. So, yeah, Leo's my little angel baby. He saved me. I know. Speaking of Leo, I have to check on him. I want to see how he's doing. Oh, he needs more bread. Okay. Let's just go to my email. I get a log. They show me photos of him at work or at school. Aww. He's doing great. So he painted today, played with puzzles, and he ate some food. He looks so happy. Aww. He's playing with bubbles. Great. He's so cute. I love my little bean. He's getting like more social with me. Like he like makes eye contact and smiles, and he like rubs nosies with me. He kisses my head. I love it. He's so sweet. You went to get checked for sleep apnea. That's how they found your sinus tumor. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. Good thing they found that. I think this was the perfect color choice for this little lady. Stage, did they get rid of it? That was 4 years ago? Wow. Dude, health stuff is really scary. I'm like, and it's already like, I'm so bad at setting doctor's appointments. so I'm gonna like die of neglecting some health thing. I am trying to get in the habit of like yearly checkup stuff. Like I'm gonna stay on top of the mammary. I'm supposed to get like a mammary thing every year once I turn 40, which doesn't sound fun. I hear they like smush your titty in a machine so that they could like x-ray it, but it like sometimes they do it so hard like women have had their boobs popped, which to me is like insane. Like, what do you mean you popped her tit? What? Don't do that, please. It sucks. Yeah, that does sound shitty. Don't do that. It's sensitive. I have a very sensitive body. I don't like being poked and prodded. I can get my blood drawn, no problem. That doesn't bother me as much. But like the girly exams, every time I get a girly exam, I feel like I am being medicinally sexually assaulted. And I just have to like literally just grit my teeth, go to a happy place, and try not to think about it too much, because I have left the doctor in like silent tears, where like, you know, I get in my car, take a breath, and drive home, and the whole time there's just like tears streaming down my face. That happened more than once during when I was pregnant. Then they had to do pelvic exams. I didn't know what it was. Like, they were like, okay, we're gonna do a pelvic exam. I'm like, okay. Wah! And they did it, and then I'm sitting there trying to like not complain, not make a noise, and I just like freeze up. And then they do it, then I finish my appointment, and then I start driving home, and then I just like silently, like my hands were like shaking, went home, curled up in bed, and just like sniffled for a little while. I feel like that's what it's going to be like when I have to get the mammary things. They found a lump, but it wasn't active. Do they get rid of those, or do they just keep an eye on it? I think I can move on to the next phase with this one. Oops. do some cleanup on the details here. Also, I'm going to attempt a technique that I'm not great at, but I've seen people do it, and we're just gonna go for it. And that is, I'm just gonna make like a frickin' silhouette of a crazy jewelry chunk piece, and then color in it, and then just see if that looks okay. So we're just making a silhouette to start with. Make sure it looks good. It doesn't have to look perfect. It's on its own layer, so if it sucks, I can get rid of it. Let me just go in and I think we could do more details. It'll just kind of look like this cute gold mesh necklace with little details. I should be doing this on another layer, but it's kind of too late. No, we got it. I fucked up. Let's try this again. Let's keep the silhouette, but I am going to do this next bit on another layer because I want to be able to do some gradient effects to them, and I don't want it to affect the dark. I don't know, this is an experiment. I just saw someone do this on TikTok and I thought it was clever. Alright, now I'm gonna lock this and start kind of coloring it in. You said the other day I didn't really have a mascot in mind if you made a new set of emotes. I've thought about using shiny a lot. That was always kind of like the plan. Because, like, obviously, here I am. Blink, blink, blink. Making shiny emotes is really intimidating to me. Because, like, she's got the horns, she's got the hair, I keep changing her design. So that is the only thing that's holding me back. But I've definitely thought about it. Yeah, she's got a lot of details. She's tricky. This fucking looks like AI. You know, that like AI nonsense appearance. Where it's just like a mush. Okay, I like the technique. Don't like the results. So I'm gonna try it again with different shape. We'll be a little bit more intentional with the shape. So we can still do the cool, like, weird, like, silhouette, but I'm not gonna make it quite as weird, messy. It wasn't, like, fitting. Do something like that. Speaking of slouch, I'm slouching right now. All right, I'm gonna take a 2-minute break, get some water, use the restroom. What's up, Gabriel? Yeah, I'll be right back. Give me 2 minutes. I'll leave this up so you can look at the pretty pictures. Howdy, hello. Welcome back. How's everyone going? We're just gonna clean up a few of the details. Here. What the fuck is this? Oh, that's her little necklace. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna go clean up some of the details here. Ugh. Don't love that. Let's just go ahead and just make it one stroke at a time. One stroke at a time, and I think I'm too zoomed in. No zoomies. There we go. Much better. Are you guys watching anything? Any shows? I just finished the latest season of The Witcher. I was really gonna give Liam a chance, but it's not really his fault. The season was kind of meh. I liked Yennefer's little thing, but didn't like Ciri's side story. And Geralt was just like, they just didn't have anything for him to do, so they just made him do pointless shit. Yeah, I didn't like Ciri's story at all. It was like super corny. Just these like pointless characters, you know, that we don't care about. We don't really care because like we as an audience, I don't think we care about her running off and having fun. Like we're wanting Geralt and um let's just do this. We're wanting Geralt and Yennefer to find her. So everything she does with the rats feels like a waste of time. What's up, Lone Wolf? The bounty hunter guy that just goes around wrecking everyone. That bounty hunter guy, I thought he was the coolest part of that whole thing. He clearly, I think he's like an ex-Witcher or something. That's what I think. I think he's an ex-Witcher. But yeah, I thought that was boring. I thought Geralt's journey with Yasuke, the dwarves, the dryad was kind of boring because it just felt pointless. Yennefer's deal was the only thing that like really seemed to matter. And then she created the Lodge of Sorceresses. Wondering when you'll make an appearance in my campaign. Will you have to be around when I announce that I'm opening up a slot? I don't have, because campaigns are such long-term things, it's not very often. I don't really love this earring. How is he wrecking Witchers? Because he's probably a Witcher. He clearly had mutant strength, right? I gotta send you a DM. Man, if I could wave a magic wand, I would let every single person in this community play D&D with me. If only I had that kind of time. That would be lovely. Maybe when Leo goes to college. Yeah, it's hard. I try to make it a point to play with friends when I can, but it's not very common these days. I have such limitations. I'm already at like capacity. I'm not even joining any games right now. I'm in too many. Welcome back, lads. This one is being weird. Yeah, also, like, at the end of The Witcher. I don't remember if it was the last episode or the second to last episode. But they like had a, I really don't like how this is looking. They had Yen just randomly show up where Geralt was and did not explain how she was able to just suddenly do that after he'd been like pining for her all freaking season. No, she just shows up to share some news and then have a good like fuck scene. It wasn't even a great sex scene. Liam is trying his bestest to be stoic Geralt, and he has no goddamn personality, which is a shame because I was rooting for him, because I know it's not, his fault that Henry Cavill isn't in the show anymore. It just like they like do a couple of like your go-to sexy poses in this little sex scene, and he just looks bored the whole time. Like, where's the passion, man? Why aren't you looking at her with intensity? Why do you look bored? Why do you both look asleep? They just didn't have any chemistry. They didn't have any chemistry at all. Wasn't a fan. When I see a romance scene, I want them to be freaking on the verge of tackling each other with energy, when they're like making out and their like hands are like like they're like wrestling each other. I made the wrong sound just then, but you know what I mean. Where they like are like grabbing each other's arms and face and just macking like they're starving. No, I understand that part, Lotsif. That's not the part that was confusing. The part that's confusing is that she happened to know exactly where he was. And also, she had done the Vilgefortz thing like several episodes before, so why did she wait until that one moment? I just thought they were like, well, the season's almost over, so let's just have them fuck real quick. And they didn't even accomplish anything. It was it was literally the only intention of that was just to give them a very boring sex scene. Because then she just left. She's like, I can't find Ciri. I could find you just fine. Now, even though I couldn't before for some reason. The Rivia thing was really cheesy too. I don't think that's how it went in the books. Maybe it did. I haven't read all of the books, but I've read a couple of them. In the books, he just makes up Rivia. I don't even think Rivia is real. It might be real, but he's not from Rivia. He just wanted to have a cool name. I don't know. It was a little weird. Some of it was fun. Some of it was meh. Know what else is meh? The latest season of Stranger Things. I'm kind of bored with it. It's been going on for so long. Aw, thanks, tabletops! Here, let's do a quick zoom out. Let's give these coins some, like, texture. I don't know what they're coining, but let's just say it's like a flower or something. There. And then we'll get like a little bead in between. Yeah, the Wheel of Time series is kind of boring too. I wanted to like it, but I just am not captivated by any of the characters at all. Rand bores me. Egwene bores me. I don't know. I don't even remember the rest of them because I'm not that captivated. Wheel of Time seems like a really hard series to adapt. House of the Dragon isn't bad. And I actually did not dislike Rings of Power as much as other people did. I know that a lot of people really don't like girl boss version of Galadriel. I don't mind that version of her because I know that she's a legendary warrior in the Second Age, like canonically. People are just really used to the quieter, version from the movies. Shadow and Bone. Rings of Power is a fanfic. Well, it can't be anything other than a fanfic because the person who wrote the Silmarillion is not alive. And the estate didn't give permission for all of the content, so that's what you get. Not really much else you can do with that. I think it's cool though to see like Numenor, and I think the revelation at the end of the first season definitely surprised me, and that was kind of nice. I know it's just that if you think it's canon, you'll be disappointed. Yeah, again, this Silmarillion is not a storybook. It's an encyclopedia. So it has to be adapted, right? There's no dialogue to carry over, so they have to invent everything. I see it as, I enjoy it for what it is. I know that it has to break canon here and there, and I don't give a flying fuck. I try to have realistic expectations for shows. I think a lot of times people really just expect magic where, I don't know, you can't please. Some people it's impossible to please. I just base it, am I entertained or am I not entertained? If I'm entertained, fine. It's good. Obviously, there's some adaptions are better than others. It has to do with really just has to do with what you're adapting. Some things are easier to adapt than others. Sometimes when they don't adapt something very well, it can feel very confusing. Like, whoa, why did you change that? but I think it just really depends on what it is. Husband and I are currently trying to watch something to watch. We mill through many. Side note, you put Charlie in the art chat. Cool. Let's take a look. You know what I want to watch with my husband? That I'm starting to watch with my sister, but we don't see each other often enough to get through it quickly. Oh, look how cute. This looks great. I love her. I want to watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I've only seen the first season. But I saw some clips on TikTok and was like, I want to watch this. I am utterly captivated by this is so corny. I am utterly smitten with the Buffy Spike scenes. I think they're the hottest things I've ever seen in my life on television. And I'm like, I need to watch this show. What do you mean the hottest enemies to lovers exists in Buffy the Vampire Slayer? I need to watch this show. Xander is, yeah, that's what I heard. I don't like Xander. That's what's frustrating. Like, that show does have, like, a lot of problematic stuff, but I understand them and can look past it. I do like Firefly too, but no, Spike is so hot. Holy shit. I can't. Angel was your show. I just think it's bizarre that they continued it without Buffy, but I heard that Joss was horrible. He was like a horrible producer. But I've seen clips from both of those and it looks like a fun show. So that's what I want to watch. You can never get into the Critical Role live shows, but you enjoy the animated. Oh yeah, Mighty Nine is really good. It was more of a spin-off. Yeah. I'm not like, so again, I've only watched the first season. Angel, I like have been a little bit spoiled, so I already kind of like know some of what happens. Angel as a character, I don't know. I don't like him that much. I think I just haven't seen enough of it. I think he has a weird ass face, and I think it's weird. I know that this is the product of the time, and I'm trying really, really hard not to judge, because I'm cutting it slack in many other aspects. But Angel being who and he is and how old he is, creeping on 16-year-old fucking Buffy. That's so makes me go ugh. And yes, Spike is barely better, but at least she was like a 20-year-old when they started doing shit. And again, I really try to watch stuff with like the lens at which it's meant to. Like, there is a lot of problematic stuff in that show that might not really get a pass today, and I am like, I understand that, and so I am like able to like look past a lot of that. I understand, like, okay, so this was like totally normalized at the time, so when this was made, it wasn't like raising any eyebrows. It's fine to notice it and then move on. But the age thing, I one of the tropes I hate is like the adult men going after high school girls. There's something so creepy about that to me, and I think it's because I was preyed upon in at high school age. Um, that it just makes me feel unsettled. Because I felt unsettled when grown-ups, when 25-year-olds were stalking me because I told them I was 15 and could not date them. That made me feel really unsafe. You know? It does give the ick. Yeah. And I know that that was a more common trope back then. And I really, really try to like be like, okay, well, it's meant to not be icky, but it is. I hate it when they do it in anime. That's just one of those things that's really hard for me to get over. And I am glad that we, as a society, are. It seems like we're moving past that. Like, today, you're probably not gonna get away with that in a show without at least their commentary around it, being commentary around it. It's a trope because the men who watch TV want to fuck teenagers. But yeah, it is odd. It is odd, and I don't think it's hot at all. Like, just make her a college student. God. And, like, obviously, 22 or 21 and 30-something is still kind of weird, but I can at least suspend, like, I can, like, get past that a little bit easier. Like, I can, like, overlook it or choose to ignore it. But when it's, like, the teenager thing, I'm like, that guy's a predator. That's not, he's a bad man. He's gross. He's creepy, creepy, creepy. Creepy ill. Because, like, so, like, my tropes that I really like, that I'm, like, attracted to in romance fiction is, like, the yearning. I love a yearner. But if you're yearning for a high school student and you're a grown-ass man, that makes me think there is something wrong with your brain. Like, what do you mean you're yearning for a 16-year-old? Why? What is the 16-year-old gotta say? That's interesting. Maybe also because I am a demi. For my romances to work, there needs to be chemistry beyond, like, physical. They have to have, like, friendship there, or, like, a mental, like, there has to be a mental connection, emotional connection. And yeah, so that trope just doesn't do it for me at all. I hate it. It grosses me out. And so the angel thing, I was like, why is this old man creeping on Buffy? And I can forgive her for being like, oh, he's hot, because she's the child in this scenario. And I know that the actress wasn't underage, which is the only way I can watch it without throwing up. But yeah, I don't like that. I hate that trope. I hate it a lot. I do love enemies to lovers, though. Love it. I love slow burn. And I love yearning. So yeah, I definitely have to watch it because I want to watch Spike fall in love with Buffy. And I get to see his yearning face. Just the longing. Also, the character seems really funny, like a lot of comedic moments, and so that looks like it'll be fun. So yeah, I'll see if my man wants to watch it for me. Look at how that just little bit of highlight here just changed this whole thing. Look how much better that looks. Oop, that was a mistake. That looks good. Let's give it a quick light up. Let's do that with this one. Just give it like a little, just a little, like that. Thing that made you think was when your friend 48 to 49 that a girl of 18, 19 flirted for him for 18 months and then asked us, would you, because if I date her, I did try to tell her no again and again. Cool. I still think that's really gross. Just the fact, like, I just think it's gross because, like, yeah, okay, she flirted with him for 18 months. If an 18-year-old boy flirted with me for 18 months, I wouldn't be like, hey, guys, is it okay if I date this high schooler? Because then, that's... So what, is he 60? Wait, you said 8 years, so he's almost 60. He's almost 60 years old, and she's not even, she's halfway through her 20s. He better keep her in the will. Jeez. Yeah, I think that's gross. Sorry, I'm not saying it's illegal. I know, you said they're both adults. She's barely an adult. She was in high school age, but sure, legally adult. I still think that's weird. And I would feel weird around that person. Because that is such a different stage of life. Like, that guy, your friend, he's too old for me. And I'm not young. That's a different stage of life. She is giving up. She is sacrificing a lot of youth and like life experiences to have to wipe that guy's ass once he's too senile to do it. Ay, ay, ay. He's sick and poor. Why? That's what she wants maybe for now, but like, do you realize when I was 18, I wanted something very different than when I was 30, and then very different than when I'm... Yeah, I don't understand either. She might have some daddy issues. Whatever. I think it's weird on her part because I don't understand like why she'd be interested in that, but I think it's really weird on his part to even be attracted to an 18-year-old, because to me it's like, what do you talk about? Do you just want to be her dad? Do you like that you can boss her around and that she has to defer to you? That's like some weird daddy shit. I don't like it. I would feel unsafe. Or, I don't know. Ugh. Obviously, it's not illegal. Do what you want, but that don't mean I don't hold judgment. Fucking weird. And I like... To those who try to say, well, you know, like an 18-year-old is going to be sexier than a 30-year-old. That's not always necessarily true. If you truly think that 100% of the time 18 is more physically attractive than like 27, 20, even 30, then that just means you're into children. And that's weird. But even still, like, people are going to age. So what happens when she ages out? Is she not going to be attractive anymore because she's no longer 18? Like, it's just strange. It's really strange. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. 30s, 40s women are gorgeous. I agree. As somebody, I am bisexual, so I am attracted to women. In fact, I find that I am these days attracted to women more than men, with very few exceptions. I think women, the childlike look, the girly look, is not my favorite. I am attracted to like women. 30s and 40s women. Like even when I was young and before I knew I was attracted to women, I always thought like the older looking girls were the hot ones. There was like a sultriness to them, an intensity. That's the thing too. I feel like there's an intensity when someone has experience. I don't know. There's a whole like, it's hard to describe why you like what you like, but I've never been into the she looks super young, like ew. Yeah, it's a demeanor thing for me too. It's a demeanor thing. And I have seen like women in their 20s who could pass for being in their 30s just because they have like a confidence in their aura, and I think that that's nice too. I don't like baby girl aesthetic. I'm not into that. I like the competent, intelligent, skillful woman. And maybe another reason why I get icky, like I don't think I would ever be interested in dating a man who regularly dated girls 20 years younger than her. Not because I'm like, feel like, oh no, I have to compete against 20-year-olds. It's more like, I'm like, what's wrong with you? Like, what? Are you just so uninteresting and so bad in bed that you have to get inexperienced curls? That would be like my assumption. It's like a bad sign, you know, it's like a red flag. I found out one of my exes, who was actually very abusive to me, worst relationship I'd ever been in, finally broke up with his ass. He like had reached out to me at some point to try to like say hello. I don't know what he fucking wanted, but he basically reached out, asked if I wanted to meet him for lunch. I was like, no, I'm married. He's like, oh, well, yeah, I'm in a relationship too, which by the way, ew, why are you reaching out to me when you're in a relationship? His new girlfriend was 18 or 19. And he was like 40 something. And I remember getting irreversible ick. Just thinking, ew. What? And suddenly all of like the toxic shitty things he like did to me in our relationship, and he was 5 years older than me, so like I met him when I was like 25 and he was just like turning 30. I just remember thinking all the toxic things he was doing to me, that breaking my heart, making me feel like he was cheating on me and like manipulating me and negging me, and just made me feel so bad all the time. I always felt like there was something wrong with me. I wasn't good at it. Like, it was really bad. I had to leave that relationship because I was like, couldn't take it anymore. And I was inexperienced with relationships, so I like took it way longer than I needed to. So hearing that, I just got so like, ew, that is the guy that I was upset about? A fucking cradle robber? Ew. And I just instant grossed out. Never worried about that ever again. It like decimated the image I had built up in my head. What's the math? Your age. No, I think it's, yeah, half your age plus 7. So if you're 40, 27. Yeah, 27, that depends. Like, at that point, it really just comes down to who the person is. Because there are some very mature 27-year-olds, and there's some very immature 27-year-olds. So it really does just depend on personality at that point. It's funny because, like, I'm 38 and I see like early 30s as super young, even though it's not like mentally there's not much difference between like a 30-year-old and a 37-year-old. I don't think, like, because I don't think I'm that much different between those two ages, but I still like I'm just not interested in anybody except my husband, let's be honest. I can't even imagine these scenarios anymore because I'm already like in a committed relationship. And I don't see myself ever, even if like something happened between us or he's no longer there, I just not interested in dating. I've done enough of that. Just gonna be Leo's mom and play Dungeons and Dragons. All right, Lotsev, have a good night. Dad, are you also going? I think this is the last one I'm gonna do before I have to go have lunch. Gotta pick Leo up soon. I don't even know if I'm gonna get... Yeah, we'll leave it here. It's time for me to go get some food, maybe rest a little bit. I'm a little sleepy. Not bad, not bad. We got 2.5 more to finish, plus all their little backgrounds. And then we'll be done. I could probably finish this by tomorrow. And then I'll be able to open up my commissions again. So, let me see if I can find someone to host. Oh, Leo is so cute. I love the little pictures they send me of him. They're so sweet. So sweet. Okay, let's see. Plush is streaming. Let's go raid Plush. She's doing art. She's a really good artist. Holy shit. Okay. Alright, friends. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Thanks for keeping me company. And I'll catch you all later.